Hi everyone, it's Trishann Williams, and I'm here with my brother James.
Hello.
On my mom's birthday, and
Happy birthday, Mimi.
and we're gonna catch up on some books that my brothers read that we read together, and give an update on what he thought. Where do you want to start?
Okay, well, I want to start with one. I can't remember if we did our review.
I don't think we did. I think we just talked about that you were
for
going to
for a breakfast
Sunday
at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I know because I know we talked about it, but
Yeah.
we haven't done the review. All right, so I'll go ahead and start with that one.
Okay.
I'm a 56-year-old man, and that book creeped me the f out.
So it's an old, just to update, it's James Patterson, just James Patterson, from maybe the early 2000s. It's a long time ago.
Was it just
Yeah.
James Patterson? It wasn't a
Just
second
James
author?
Patterson.
Okay.
And
Surprised actually, because
yeah.
it was good writing. That's just me.
Okay, and so it's all right. So that's where it was. I read it. I liked it.
The premise
James did not.
The premise behind it, I didn't not like it. I thought it was very well written.
You took it too literal.
And perhaps I did, but again, I preface this with a 56-year-old man's point of view, okay? The premise behind this is that it starts out, she's an 8-year-old girl. She has an imaginary friend named Michael who's in his 30s. Creeped me out. Right then. That was it. Why is an 8-year-old girl, and Michael was just way too nice, and it just seemed like, all right, this poor girl's got something going on up here, and maybe she's getting abused, maybe
literal.
whatever. So I might have really been. But then she turns 9, and Michael says, all right, you're 9, your life's going to be okay, I have to go. And he's got other assignments, and that's what he does, is he goes and he helps 6, 7, 8-year-old children be their imaginary friends and help them through life. Well, he runs across her again when she's 30.
And then part of it is that once he leaves the child's life, like they lose all the memory, but they don't have any memory of their imaginary friend.
They don't have any, and Michael's not supposed to remember any of them either. So he's not supposed to remember any of the details or anything like that. He moves on to the next child, and that's what his life is. But then he does run across her, and he remembers her, and then and her life is still kind of messed up. She still gets bullied by her mom, kind of thing.
Yeah, she has some issues with her mother.
And they have a movie company, production company, and she's made a big popular film and whatever. That's the premise, is that he runs back into her, and as the book goes on, they do end up meeting. I never knew what Michael was.
He was becoming human.
Was he an angel?
No.
Was he a ghost?
Yeah, he was like a ghost. I would call him like a ghost. He's not an angel. He's an imaginary friend. But if you were religious, maybe he would be your guardian angel.
They're your guardian angel. But at one point, she asks him, so do you talk to God? And he's like, well, I talk to God all the time.
Yeah.
He just never talks back.
Yeah.
So it's like a human, but it's also, he can see other imaginary friends.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
They're all.
And they would get together and yeah.
Right, talk about it. But again, when he does run into her, he kind of starts stalking her a little bit, and I don't know if I should talk to her and all that. I said it was creepy. Trish said it was sweet. I understand the sweet
I mean,
part.
you can't just get literal. Like when he's just saying it, I'm like, well, that does sound creepy. But in the book, it just felt like it was the emotions and her, and they had a soul. They were soulmates. And then he sacrifices his imaginary friend status to grow old and be with her. Because as an imaginary friend, he doesn't ever change. So he's
always been
age.
30.
He's
right.
always been this age.
But he's always been able to, there are times when he's between assignments when people can see him. Like he interacts, like his friend in the next room over, Owen, I guess, and the girls, and he goes out and he does.
Yeah.
And he snaps his fingers, and all of a sudden he's got money.
Yeah.
And then
he's never had to
snaps his fingers, and the cab's right there waiting for him. So again, it just makes me wonder. What you were saying, don't go too literal.
Yeah.
But was it paranormal?
Yeah.
Is he an angel? Is he some kind of a, I don't know, whatever, paranormal entity? It was sweet, but it still creeped me out.
I mean, yeah, when you say it that way, I really did like it. I thought it was unique. And I did think it was, I didn't get caught up in that, like, I didn't get caught up in that part of it, the age and everything. I just was like, oh, it's true love and like making them come together, and I don't know. I just thought it was, I also thought it, I mean, I think we're maybe different, because like I didn't think it was deep at all. Like I didn't read past, I just thought it was a kind of a surface level true love. Like I didn't get in the weeds on it at all. And maybe that was just my mind frame when I read it. So I felt like it was a very simple book. Like he didn't explore a whole lot of depth. Like it was very, this is what
I get your
happened.
surface level, sure, I understand.
And maybe he needed to do a little bit deeper to explain a little
Because
bit more.
there were parts in there that I would have liked to have
Yeah.
understood, at least the thought process
It was
behind.
not fleshed out like Stephen King would have done, or who's that guy that I like that writes kind of the paranormal?
Dean Koontz.
Dean Koontz. Like it's not fleshed out like those guys would have done it. It's much simpler than that. It's more like Rome.
And I know that I am coming across a certain way, but I did enjoy the book. I actually do talk about it at the bookstore. You know, I mean, I'll recommend it to customers because it was very well written, and it was a good, sweet little story. Just parts of it, for me personally, parts of it, just
You can't get too deep with it.
were, you can't get to. And I did get kind of deep with it.
And
I got caught up in some of that stuff.
And he didn't. Okay. There's that one.
All right, and so the other one, and I haven't actually finished it yet. I probably got about maybe 40 pages. Is
But
that
a
what
lot
I am?
happens in that 40
A lot happens in that
Yeah.
40. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind the spoilers. It doesn't matter to me, but I don't think you're going to give them to me. So the book was called Beautiful Ugly,
Right.
and the premise,
And it was Alice Feeney,
Alice Feeney,
whom
yes.
I've never read before.
I have not.
So I read it because like a lot of people who read Frida McFadden recommend her. I wouldn't compare the two. I wouldn't.
I think
I don't
Feeney's
think
a
they're
lot. The writing was much better.
Yeah.
For this one.
It's not
than-
formula.
Yeah.
I thought it was creative.
It
Myself.
was very creative. I gotta tell you that I was really enjoying this book all the way up until, you know, he all right, the premise is that he's an author. He's written several books, but he's never really made it. He's finally waiting for his big bestseller, waiting for the news. His wife's late coming home, and so she's on the phone. He gets the call from his agent. Yes, you're now a New York Times bestseller. And he gets back on the phone with his wife, and I'm a bestseller, yay. And then as she's driving, she sees a body in the road. She stops, she gets out, and then disappears, basically.
Yeah.
And then the book, he's devastated. Then it skips to a year later, and he's still devastated.
He's off
Can't
the
write.
rails.
Yeah, he's off the rails. Which, again, I was still a little bit unsure if he was like genuinely had gone crazy or not. His publisher gives him keys to a cabin on some island up north
Where a
Scotland,
previous writer. had
where a
lived.
previous writer had lived, and apparently several others had lived as well. To go be in, you know, kind of isolation and get his, you know, he doesn't have any money anymore, so he goes there to go ahead and start, you know, kickstart his writing career again. And I was really enjoying the book, even past the time he got to the island. I get that. Just things started turning a little bit weird. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Tell me where you are, so I'll know where you are. What you
All right, so I've gone through. I am currently at the point where he's already talked to his wife,
Okay. 'Cause
but she's acting like she doesn't know him.
And
this,
she like owns a candle shop.
the
or
candle
something.
shop, which is called Beautiful Ugly. And again, it's this really remote island. It's only women.
It's only
this
women
island.
on the island.
So he's done that, and he starts to think like maybe that really wasn't my wife. I'm not sure. And one thing leads to another. He goes to the town. All the women are congregated in this church. He ends up seeing his wife, and she's like, "Yes, I really am. I really am your missing wife." That's where I am.
Okay.
She was just about to start to explain what was going on.
Okay.
That's where I am. And how many pages do I have left?
I don't know, but do you want to know what happens?
I do actually.
So, briefly.
Briefly.
So and I can't remember now why the town is all women. I can't remember that part of the backstory, but so the wife's aunt is his agent. Kitty.
Yes.
Okay, you already knew that.
I knew that, yes.
Okay, so Kitty has arranged for him to go there, and basically the premise is that these women kidnap these authors, hold them hostage on the island so that they can write bestsellers and make money for the island.
Okay.
And then when that author doesn't do it anymore, they kill him.
Oh.
So there you go. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay. I probably would not have guessed that. Maybe something similar to that I knew was coming. You could just tell that, Sandy and all these other folks in there. So you knew something similar to that was coming. Yeah, I'll finish it.
Finish it. I thought the ending was really good. I liked it. I didn't think it was that weird. I mean, I think it's weird in the middle where you are. And it is weird. But I also think it's creative, and I wasn't really expecting it. I was like, okay.
But the wife is in on it.
Yeah.
So, obviously.
And I didn't have any sympathy for anyone. That was maybe part of the problem.
Except for the dog, maybe.
Maybe the dog.
But he still lived a good life.
Yeah,
the dog was fine.
But in general, I was like, okay, well, if you die, you die. Like, I didn't have any sympathy for anyone, but I did think the storytelling was interesting to me. But listen, the problem is it didn't make me want to read any more of her books.
Okay, that's interesting.
Because I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to do this all the time.
Well, it's first person as well, so first person's always a little more difficult.
But I did think it was, and I also thought there's a lot of characters and not everybody was fleshed out, and so I just don't love a book where there's so many characters and I can't ever remember exactly.
You're right. Like, I never knew anything else about Midge, the grandmother or mother. Or
like there was just some.
Or the Travers?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even.
Oh, no, Travers was a woman.
Yeah, they're all women.
Okay.
I know. I didn't even know that for a while.
I
figured
found
it out for a while.
Pretty recently here, but I did notice it as I was reading it. I mean, they didn't say it in the book, but everybody he met was a woman. So that kind of raised a little bit.
I just remember reading it and being like, oh, that's a woman. Okay. Like some of the names were ambiguous, so I was like in my head. And
Cora,
I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. So listen, I didn't hate it. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good, but it didn't make me want to read anything else. But I did like it. So you got to finish it.
Okay.
I think it's good.
I 100% will finish it, and I liked it as well. Like I said, I felt like it got a little bit weird. And
it is weird.
And that's even kind of weird coming from me because I like weird.
I know.
But I guess it was the mixture. It was like the one we just talked about, Sundays at Tiffany's. I like weird. And, and if they would have explained that Michael was a ghost or something like that, then I would have been like, ooh, okay, well, let's see what the paranormal.
But it's not about that. It wasn't about him being a ghost.
I know.
It was about true love.
I know.
Okay.
I understand.
It's about soulmates.
I understand that, but I like explanations in my writing.
But he was trying to not take it in that direction. He was trying to keep it off of that direction. But I think he could have done a little bit better job of that.
Yeah, no, I'll finish this book. It is kind of weird because
we gotta.
Are we just about done?
Yeah. Do we
okay,
need to do a
that's
two?
it. No, not really.
Okay.
I was about to explain why I haven't liked very many books this year. Not explaining it, but I'm just not sure why I don't. But we can talk about that next time. So we're good.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.